Welcome to audio number 5. Today I tell you a little about why mindfulness has become so popular and its mechanisms of action. We then practice mindful breathing and incorporate body scan in a seated position. Mindfulness and mindfulness research has become extremely popular in the past 2 decades. I believe there are several reasons. The capacity for mindfulness is almost universal. It is effective, it is flexible, it is inexpensive and safe, it does not require adherence to a particular religion or belief system, and it is strongly supported by research. There has also been a synergy between the presence of spiritual figures such as the Dalai Lama, Thich Nhat Hanh, popularity of mindfulness teachers, and scientists and neuroscientists such as Jon Kabat-Zinn and Richard Davidson. In your manual, you will see a graph of the growth of mindfulness research that is reported from PubMed. In terms of the mechanism of action, scientists believe mindfulness regulates attention, regulates emotions, and also enhances the so-called metacognition, which is the ability to appraise reality impartially. Do you remember the 4 elements of mindfulness we discussed in the second lesson? These regulatory functions of mindfulness make a lot of sense when we consider the 4 elements of intention, attention, compassion, and the ability to observe and witness the experience rather than becoming one with it. This latter point is especially important since it is this ability to become aware, to witness and observe our experience that allows us to change our relationship with stress. Hans Selye, who is known as the father of stress research, says, "It is not stress that kills us, it is our reaction to it." And Viktor Frankl, a renowned neurologist and psychiatrist, says, "Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom." And this is where a technique like mindfulness can be so helpful. The more aware we become of what's happening in our minds, hearts, and bodies, the better we become able to witness and observe, and the better choices we make in our responses. We choose our response rather than react out of habit. Stress is a part of life. We cannot change that as humans. As humans, we will experience stress. What we can change is how we respond. Now we are going to turn to our practice. Settling in your seat, sitting comfortably, upright and alert, but also relaxed. Back straight if possible, neck aligned with the spine. chest open. You might close the eyes, bringing the attention from the outside to the room and then to the inside. Becoming still. Taking a few nice, deep, full breaths. Inhaling slowly, deeply, completely, and exhaling slowly and completely. Now, allow the breath to become natural, comfortable, easy, and effortless. Now, gently turning the attention to the sensations in the body, feeling the body, becoming aware of the body posture in this seated position. Noticing places of contact between the body and the seat. Not changing anything, simply noticing, just noticing. With the next in-breath, gently bring the attention to the feet, becoming aware of the bottom of the feet, top of the feet, and the toes. Noticing the flow of air on the skin if the feet are bare, or feeling the fabric of the socks on the skin, or feeling the feet in the shoes. What sensations are here? Tingling, vibrations, pressure, so subtle as if no feeling at all. All is welcome. Now gently expand attention to include the ankles. What's happening here? Noticing subtle sensations or strong ones, all the same. Gently expanding the attention to include the calves and shins. What's happening here? And then the knees, kneecaps, sides of the knees, back of the knees. Now gently expanding the attention to include the thighs, top of the thighs, sides of the thighs, and back of the thighs, where it is probably in touch with the seat. The sensations you will find can arise from the surface of the skin, or deeper in the muscles, or even deeper in the bones. Now gently bring the attention to the buttocks, lower back, lower abdomen. What's happening in these parts? No need to change anything, just experiencing what is already here in the body and is being sensed. Any tightness, pressure, discomfort. Now expanding the attention to include the chest, back, and shoulders. What's happening here? You may notice all the subtle shifts and changes that occur here in response to each in-breath and each out-breath. Now allowing the attention to stream down from shoulders to elbows, from elbows to wrists, and from the wrist to the tip of the fingers. Feeling backs of the hands, palms of the hands, the fingers, what's happening in these parts of the body. Gently bringing the attention to the neck and the head, and then the face and facial muscles. Body scan is about allowing a direct experience of the body's sensations, feeling and sensing directly in this moment. A lot is usually going on in the facial area, noticing the forehead, temples, eyebrows, space between the eyebrows, eyes, muscles around the eyes, nose and muscles around it, the cheeks and the jaws, the tongue, the lips, muscles around the lips. Become aware if there is any sense of tension or tightness. Now take a head-to-toe notice of the whole body. And if you have found a particular area of tenderness, discomfort, or even pain, pay extra attention and devote your next few breaths to this area. You may even become aware as sensations shift and change. Now gently let go of the body sensations and bring the attention to the breath and breathing. Noticing the breath just as it is. Breathing in, aware of the in-breath. Breathing out, aware of the out-breath. Following the flow of the air as the air moves through the nostrils, through the windpipe, down into the lungs. Lungs expand in all directions, belly rising. And then become aware as the lungs contract and belly moves back towards the spine, and as the air comes back up and out through the lungs and then through the nostrils. Following the breath, tracing the breath in and out. And when the mind wanders, gently bringing it back and refocusing it on the awareness of each in-breath and each out-breath. We are using the breath to anchor us in the present moment. noticing the sensations of each in-breath, as subtle as they may be, and the sensations of each out-breath, witnessing and observing these intricate sensations. There is no right or wrong way to do this, noticing if any judgments or expectations arise, and then gently letting go and bringing the mind back and refocusing on the breath to stay connected to the present moment. In this practice, ideally, your attention was focused on the present moment experiences, the direct experience of the sensations in the body, and then you redirected the attention back to the present when the mind wandered away, and stayed with your experiences without judgment or expectations. Thank you for your attention to our 5th lesson.